What's up guys, it's your boy Titan here bringing you another YouTube video. This is probably the most important one I've done so far, so please pay very close attention. So, as you all know, live in LA right now is the E3 convention, where they've managed to reveal loads of cool stuff coming into the next expansion, but one of the biggest things is the new underground operations. So I figured I'd go through all the information that's available right now and work out what underground operations are, how they work, what is randomly generated, what isn't, what sort of gear we'll be getting, what sort of enemies we'll be facing, the difficulties, all the fine juicy stuff that'll get you some sort of image in your head of what underground operations are and how they work. Okay, so first up, Underground has its own rank system that sits alongside your Dark Zone rank. For example, you could be Dark Zone rank 99, but Underground rank 32. However, unlike Dark Zone rank, as you level up, you unlock rewards, which varies from apparel items to directives, which are modifiers on your missions, and we'll go into those in a moment. So as far as difficulties go, we've got the normal, we've got the hard, we've got the challenging, we've all experienced these before, especially on some of the missions we've done. But we've got a new mode called Heroic Mode. Heroic Mode is basically challenge mode, but with more aggressive mobs and more of them. I'm expecting to see this mode introduced into the incursion. So underground operations are started in your underground operations base. I'm not 100% sure where this is located, but after watching some media on YouTube, I found that it may be located underneath the base of operations. So to start underground operations, you need something called Directive Intel. Directive Intel you can pick up from any named mobs in Manhattan, Underground, I think maybe the Dark Zone as well, but that's not 100% confirmed. And this directive intel is used to craft your mission in different ways, which we'll go into now. Missions are basically sectioned off into phases. You can introduce one phase, which is about 15 minutes, 2 phases, that could be half hour, 3 phases, 45 minutes. Each phase will have a different objective. For example, collect some intel, rescue a hostage, kill some dude who's a bit of a douchebag. But then we've also got directives. Now this is where it gets tricky, so pay close attention. Okay, directives are like modifiers, a bit like what we had in Destiny when we did Nightfall. So there's 5 modifiers in total, and we'll go through the list now. Fog of War, no minimap. So basically you won't see where the loot is, you won't see where you're getting shot from, and this can be quite tricky. But this is probably the easiest one to negotiate out of all the others. For example, if you want to see where the loot is, I'm pretty sure you can use one of the pulses that identifies loot through walls, all that sort of stuff. So it's not too bad in that aspect, but as we go further down the list, this is where they get more difficult. The second one is called Waste Not Want Not. You lose the ammo left in your magazine when you reload. So if I kill a mob and I've got 40 rounds in my mag and I only use 20, I reload as soon as I finish shooting someone and I've lost the 20 left in my mag. It won't go back into my ammo pool, it will just completely disappear. So if you're not careful with your rounds, that's where your ammo is going to disappear. You're going to find yourself running out of ammo. And if you think that was annoying enough, wait till you hear the next one. The next one is called Mad Skills. Now Mad Skills is where both the skills, whether you're running, say, Pulse and Heal, the cooldowns are both shared. So you need to decide, do I need to play aggressively here, pop my Pulse and take someone down, or will I need to pop my Heal? If I decide to pop Pulse and then I run into trouble, I'm not going to get my Heal. If I pop Heal and then I get overwhelmed and I need to pop my Pulse and drain some of these people down, I'm not going to have it. So you need to be really, really rational with like when you pop your skills, when you push forward, when you play defensively. So already here you can see that as you go down the level of modifiers, they get more difficult. The next one is called Special Forces. I've had loads of conversations with friends about this one, and they're in a bit of a mixed emotion thing going on here. Special Forces allow enemies to use different ammo types, such as explosive rounds and fire rounds, depending on their faction, such as Rikers, Cleaners, LMB. And if you think that is tough, wait till you see the last modifier. The last modifier is called Sickness, and it allows you to constantly take damage. Yay! Now some of my friends wear Final Measure sets, so they're like up for the challenge. Yeah, let's go. And then my friends are like, no, I'm not really feeling that. So you're constantly gonna need the ability to be healed. I'm not sure how much the damage is, if it's going to be like one segment every few minutes, or if it's going to be a steady tick by second, just a small percent, maybe 1% or something. This could be negotiated with a support station or something like that. We don't know until we actually get in there. But adding these modifiers into the game is going to make so much more complicated. So there's your 5 modifiers, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. These modifiers, I don't know exactly if they are required, if you can do them without modifiers or whatever, but I know that when you do them with the modifiers, the rewards are greater. And like I said, Underground works on a rank system, so basically the more modifiers you put into the game, the more harder you make it for yourself. When you complete it, your XP gains are going to be greater, which means you rank up quicker, you unlock all the new upgrades quicker. I don't know if there's new vendors that are hidden behind upgrades and things like that. There's a lot of speculation going on, but until we get the DLC, this is all we know. Sorry guys, there's my daughter in the background there. Okay, now, on to the awesome stuff. Randomly generated. What in Division is going to be randomly generated? So I can tell you this, right? The scenery that you go into is going to be randomly generated. The players that you fight against, they could be LMB, they could be cleaners, you could be fighting against Rikers. Also, the types are going to be different. For example, if you go into the incursion in Clear Sky, you know there's going to be a tank on the left, tank on the right, there's going to be 2 snipers at the back, you know there's a couple of assault guys dotted, 1 mid, 1 left, 1 right, you know where people are going to be at. However, if you go into one of these underground operations, you won't know what you're going to come against, and it will be different every time. They will randomly generate the types, so you don't know what you're going to be fighting against until you get there. You don't know the scenery that you'll be fighting in until you get there, and you don't know what enemies you're going to be fighting against until you get there. So you need to come geared for everything. Also, other things that are randomly generated around the area are probably one of the coolest things ever. Chests. Loot chests. And what's in the loot chests? 163 high ends, 182 high ends, 204 high ends, and all the set gear you can imagine, including the new level cap, the 268 gear, and all the new set bonuses. It's all randomly generated. The loot's randomly generated. However, you won't get randomly generated loot from mobs. You might get the odd no, you don't get any. You don't get any loot from the mobs. The only loot that you get mobs from is the bosses themselves, and they have the chance to drop the new 268 gear, 204 guns, all that good stuff. But these loot chests, as you look around these underground operations, they are all going to have a small, minute, randomly generated, in inverted commas, chance of dropping the 268 gear sets. So in all, we've got craftable missions, we've got customizable, tailorable, modifiable missions that you can make more difficult for more gains depending on the strength of your group or what you feel like doing that day. You have a new ranking system, new rewards. There's a whole bunch of new guns that I've seen. I've seen SVD sniper rifle, I've seen battle rifle, I've seen PP19. There's a load of nice guns coming into the game, ones that we necessarily wouldn't have thought of. I've seen nothing 100% confirmed about the 2 new weapon types that people have been talking about. But I know as far as these underground operations are concerned, we've got a whole bunch of new stuff coming our way. Something else new to look out for is one of the new turrets that the enemies have, like one of the new weapons. It's like a pulse turret. It basically emits like a disruption, so you can't use your skills. Everything gets all disrupted and stuff like that. So, you know, we're going to have to play these very strategically. We're going to be put in, almost forced into that cover to cover mentality, using flank tactics and things like that. So I'm really looking forward to this. Let me know what you think in the comments below, guys. Just remember the DLC drops on the 20th of June for Xbox and PC, and it drops the 2nd of August for those of us like me stranded on the PlayStation. So don't forget to grab your season passes as fast as you can, guys. This content is going to be awesome. There's a load more stuff coming in the game, guys. We've got shotgun weapon staggers. We've got armor destruction added to assault rifles. This is going to be awesome, guys. SMG changes. We're going to have crit hit chance taken away from SMGs and have crit hit damage stacked on instead. This is going to massively change the meta of the game, guys. So let me know what you think of the video in the comments below, guys. Make sure you give me a like, subscribe as always, and share this video as much as you can. Get the information out there, let your friends know, point them to the video, and get them all informed on what's upcoming in the next expansion, what to expect. If I find out any more info over the next few days, I will make another video and get it out there to you guys. Don't forget to show me some love, guys. Like, comment, subscribe as always. Peace.